I.S.U.P.K.
Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K. This is Officer Ricard coming to you out of Florida. Straight up from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. Alright? And today, what I'm here to bring out to you is, who are the children of Israel? How can you find them today? You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that everybody talks about the 12 lost tribes, God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's try our best to find these 12 lost tribes, all right? Because I know there's some white people in the land of Israel right now, in a small part of the land of Israel right now, claim to be Jewish. All right? So let's start off with Deuteronomy. Let's go to let's get some understanding about the book of Deuteronomy first. Let's go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Let's go there real quick. Alright, Deuteronomy 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazeroth and Dizahab. Right there. That's making it clear that these are the words Moses spoke to Israel. Nobody else. Alright? So understand, these words are for Israel. Let's see what these words are. Let's go to Deuteronomy 27. Let's go to Deuteronomy 27. 27:1. All right. And Moses, the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day. Now, he's telling the children of Israel to keep God's laws. You know what I'm saying? God gave Moses the law. Well, the law was always been there, but he was just reminding the children of Israel about the laws of God. Let's go to 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations. Now this is important. Now, if you have the slightest inkling of the history of Israel, they always had a problem following God's law. All right? So he said, if you follow the Most High's laws, you will be set upon high. You know what I'm saying? You will be set high upon all other nations. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to verse 15. Let's see what verse 15 in that same chapter, in chapter 28, verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, which is pretty known that Israel did not hearken. So let's continue. Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and shall overtake thee. So Moses was setting curses and blessings before the children of Israel. Now, they obviously didn't follow the Most High's laws. Whoever the children of Israel are that didn't follow the Most High's laws. All right? So let's focus on the curses. Let's start with 16. All right? Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Now that's very important, because we know that these people were cursed in the city. The children of Israel are cursed in the city. You know what I'm saying? They are struggling. They are suffering in the city. You know what I'm saying? These people probably don't even own the city. Probably don't have their own city. You know what I'm saying? They are suffering in it, because if they had their own, they probably wouldn't be suffering it. But let's see. Who's suffering in the cities today? Is it those Jewish people that own the Diamond District? Own half of the entertainment world? If not all of it. Is it them? I mean, those children of those Jewish people, they own a lot of things. They are very rich people. You know what I'm saying? So are they suffering in the city? And seeing how they make their money, are they suffering in the field? Are they first to be fired, last to be hired? Who are they? Who are those people that are suffering in the city and in the field? Let's go to verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies, and thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them. Thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. Like, we know we are spread. Black, Hispanic, Native Americans are spread. You know what I'm saying? We protest against these white people all the time. And they're throwing bombs of smoke at us and everything else. They shooting us, they killing us, having us scatter. You seen what happened to our native brothers with that pipeline. You know, they were shooting them with rubber bullets for nothing. They weren't doing nothing wrong. They weren't breaking no laws. You know what I'm saying? But we go against our enemies, let's say like the Black Panthers. They decided to, you know, do things a little different than a protest. And look at them, they got murdered off. They got smitten, but right in front of our faces today. And back then, they were getting smitten in front of their enemies, scattering, running. It's only happening to certain people. That's not happening to those fake Jewish people. They go against their enemies, the Palestinians, and everything's all good with them. You know what I'm saying? They're not being scattered. They actually winning this so-called holy war. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to verse 28. And the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart, because we ain't following the Most High. Look at the Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives. We are losing our minds out there. We are doing all types of crazy stuff. It's damn near cooler and more manly in today's world to be a homosexual than to actually be a man. Women condoning it. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are out there literally crazy, talking to themselves, everything, strung out on all types of drugs. Our children think doing drugs are actually what's popping. It's okay to be doing drugs and being high out your mind on that flock or whatever, killing each other over the littlest things. We are literally crazy out here in these streets. We are smitten with madness because we ain't followed these law, statutes, commandments. We have no love for each other because we ain't follow these law, statutes, and commandments. Now we need to get on board and start doing it. Let's go to verse 30. This one's a real heavy one too. This is a real heavy curse. Now remember, there's a whole lot of curses in this chapter of 28. And all these curses only fit certain people as a whole. Only fit Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives as a whole. It don't fit those Jewish people. But let's go to let's go to 30, verse 30. No, let's go to verse 29. Let's continue. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. and shall not prosper in thy ways. You are reaching. You are searching. You are trying to feel where life is taking you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't getting nowhere. You're like a blind man trying to reach for stuff in the dark. You're going to trip over something and bust your head because you ain't following these law, statutes, and commandments. All right? But let me continue. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Martin Luther King ain't save you. Malcolm X ain't save you. Nat Turner ain't save you. Jesse Jackson ain't save you. Juanita Bynum ain't save you. No, we still oppressed as a people. We still out here suffering with all types of diseases. All these curses are still in effect. All of them. All right? Now let's continue to 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her, and shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Put it like this. Back in the day when slavery was going on, the master was raping our women. We couldn't do nothing about it, or we would lose our lives. Nowadays, our women are willingly giving their vaginas up to other men. On a pole, stripper pole, showing their vagina. Yes, just showing it to another man is giving it to them. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing we can do about it because, let's admit, a lot of black men outside of the I.S.U.P.K are weak. They weak under their woman. Alright? And back in the day, we used to build up this, we built up this country literally. We still doing it today. And we can't even live in it. We don't own no land like that as a people. We might have some individuals that own this, that, and this, but we have no home as a nation. We have no nation. We're a nation without a nation. Us blacks, Hispanics, and natives. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, you know, let's take our Puerto Rican brothers for example. A lot of people like to say they have their own land. It's called Puerto Rico. No. For one, Puerto Rico, rich port, is not true. They're very poor down there, for one. For two, that was named by a white dude. For three, white people are running it today. Spaniard descendants are running it. And another point is they are being oppressed under America. America is oppressing them. Verse 45, 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he command thee. We are under these curses today. There's nothing we can do about it. As a people, until we follow these laws, we are going to be under them.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K presents the Florida Cookout at John Prince Park, December 16, 2017. Only blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are invited. So come down and join your brothers in the spirit of brotherhood, and let's get this thing right.
UPK soldiers be the ones who broke the mold. Take a hood nigga, turn into a.
We're gonna have plenty food, we're gonna have plenty drink, we're gonna have plenty music, and we're gonna have brothers and sisters coming together like how the Most High intended for us to do.
Baghdad, rolling with the general, sipping that scratch cash. Food sprays, fringes, nigga flying in first class. That UPK.
Once again, that's the Florida Cookout at John Prince Park. The address is 2700 6th Avenue South, Lake Worth, Florida. That's 2700 6th Avenue South, Lake Worth, Florida. December 16, 2017. Come down and enjoy this nice and hot Florida weather during the winter time. Let's get it in, Israel. Yeah, shalom.